Hello all heroes and welcome back to Invincible Guarding the Globe, and today we're going to be keeping it a little more casual. We're going to be doing an overview of my current progress with the account. I haven't done that in quite a long time, and we've had some pretty significant progress since Lord knows when the last time I even did a true account overview was. And I know we do have quite a few new subscribers to the channel. Speaking of which, if you have not already subscribed, please do, would greatly appreciate it. Helps the channel and lets me know that you enjoy what we're doing. So yeah, basically we're just gonna go over my progress, plans, hopes and dreams, and all that jazz. So of course we gotta take a look at the heroes here. We got my top 5 who are also making up my my arena team. We of course have Pride and Joy Universa here, running the invisibility cloaking thing here. Extremely handy, extremely strong. I've got one of her abilities powered up, working kind of passively on her ultimate there, and then I might get these 2 abilities powered up. This one's not really necessary, if we're being honest. It has some niche usage in GDA alerts, but for being totally honest, it's okay. But this is good. This one is very good because it just gives her a free crank up every now and then, which is never a bad thing. Next, of course, we do have Anissa. Nope, that's Thula. I had my order mixed up on that one. We have Thula here. Sorry, got you a little mix up there. With the Flaxen Staff, extremely useful. And her skills, we're getting them powered up slowly but surely. She's especially good because of this one, a Lust for Death. Increasing her attack every time an ally or enemy Viltrumite dies. In Arena, you see a lot of Invincibles and Omni-Men, so just mowing down even one of them just gives her a crank up. I also have quite a few Viltrumites in my team, so if one of them croaks, she gets a crank up as well. So we're working on getting that powered up, and then everything else just kind of happens when it happens. Viltrumite makes right, you definitely want to power it up so that you unlock the at the beginning of the battle ability, because that effectively makes it so that she stuns somebody right at the beginning of the fight, which is extremely useful, as you might imagine. Next, we have Anissa. We've actually got her with the Burger Mart Burger, and you might think that's a weird choice, and it kind of is. The problem is, for some reason, Anissa is always the first to drop in my team. I don't know why. Her stats, I mean, her defense is lower than Thula, but her HP is a little bit higher, so it's not that aggressive of a difference. But for some reason, they've got a vendetta against Anissa, and it's very odd. So I gave her the Burger Mart Burger to kind of supplement. Oh, I think we just had a little bit of a camera lag there. That's fun. As I was saying, I gave her the burger to kind of supplement that a little bit. And admittedly, if she's going to be taking so much damage early on, might as well give her the Burger Mart Burger so that she can do a bit of healing early on. As far as her skills, though, we've got this one. War of Attrition, totally maxed out, reduces the defense of human enemies by 15%. Let's not forget, that includes Invincible, Adam Eve, the Immortal, Red Rush, Monster Girl, all extremely relevant units in Arena that she basically tanks the defensive stats of, because, 15% of her attack stat. Look at that attack stat. I mean, if we go down to just assuming it's about 100, and that's just 15,000 that she's decreasing their defense by. That's a lot. That's a whole lot, and can turn some humies into actual mush. Now, unfortunately, aside from the Flaxen Staff on Thula, which does trigger every now and then, I'm really not using Anissa correctly. If I'm being totally honest, I'm really just using her for the defense stat debuff and the occasional just removing a character from the battle for a while with her ultimate. The problem is, her two of her abilities revolve around this, where when an enemy is pushed, she blasts towards them and, does extremely high damage. Aside from the Flaxen Staff, I don't actually have anybody on my Arena team that does reliable pushing, which is a flaw in the strategy, I will not deny. And might be part of why she doesn't really work so well all the time. But honestly, the thing is, first of all, I like her. I'm a simp, sue me. But also, this ability right here, with the especially now that I've got it maxed out, Decreasing human enemies' defense by 15% is just such a cracked ability that I simply cannot ignore it. It is good enough to where I I love it. It's such a good stat decrease that by the time Anissa does drop, everybody else has already done substantial damage to the team. Also, I kind of like going against the grain. I've always been that way where, and I don't claim that it always works, but I like going against the meta or mixing it up a little bit, finding something that does still work. The meta is very much lots of Invincibles, Omni-Men, some Allens, some Immortals, and then the combo of Robot and Eve. And while I am still adhering to the meta a little bit, especially with the combo of Invincible, Eve, and Universa, I feel like the Thula and the Anissa kind of mixes it up a little bit. Maybe to my detriment, but hey, I'm holding strong so far. Next, of course, we do have Adam Eve. This is where I dive right into the meta phase first, because we've got her, of course, with the Battle Hologram to speed up everybody's cooldowns, and her skills, I've got them all maxed out aside from Blowback, because with my current arena team, I have no need for it. This is the one where her shields get some bounce damage whenever she's with a member, with a team member, which is code for robot, let's be totally honest, because if you're in arena, they are paired very often. I'm not using robot, so I'm not getting any use out of this ability here. However, I've got everything else maxed out because Adam Eve is absolutely cracked when you do get her abilities powered up, and I feel like this is that you can live without this. It's very good, don't get me wrong, and there's good reason why Robot and Eve together is meta. But again, I'm kind of going against the grain a little bit, so I'm not really too worried about that. And then, of course, we do have Invincible. First skill, maxed out, obviously. I mean, it goes from 3 hits to 5 hits at level 10. I mean, that's a biggie. Ability, team ability cooldowns, he's paired with Adam Eve, so the team's going to get this 10% reduction. There's a very good reason why Invincible is still the best character in the game, almost undisputedly. And we're working on getting these powered up as well, because, hey, power is power. So, yeah, like I said, the big meta is often using Robot, and then subbing in either Omni-Man or Monster Girl or the Immortal. Seismic. Seismic's another one who's been a big part of a lot of teams lately, and then Red Rush has made an appearance as well. Now, to be fair, while I am definitely going against the grain, I mean, it's worked out pretty okay. We're in Elite League 3, which is only one below the Invincible League, and while Invincible League is no doubt whale territory, I mean, hey, we're chilling in the second highest league. That's pretty okay, all things considered, and as a result, I am getting some halfway decent loot at the end of each week. And nice thing is, too, this particular league is actually pretty friendly. The demotion zone is like under 85, which you'll even see here. The people in this haven't even bothered. They haven't played. I mean, this guy's lost one fight, or maybe done one and then lost one, and he's at 85 and is still not going to get demoted. So this league seems to be like your reward, where it's like, okay, you made it. You're probably not going to be in danger of getting kicked out, and you can enjoy all the rewards that follow. And the rewards that follow are admittedly pretty okay. Every single bracket here does give some mark earpieces, which admittedly is actually pretty okay. And of course, all the gems and dossiers and yada yada. Suppose we can do some battles here. I've been seeing some Allens lately. And of course, Allen is very strong. Oh, did not load in my team. That's interesting. I guess I don't actually do arena fights on the PC very often. But let's see how this goes. I do lose fights to like the real meta teams. But it looks like I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, did you see that? Anissa getting just shredded in the early fight for... Oops. Might help if they actually use their abilities. Anissa getting shredded in the early fight for reasons I don't understand. But it does trigger the burger and kind of gives the team a little bit of an emergency heal boost to supplement the lack of robot. But in spite of that, by the time Anissa dies, her defense shred on humans has already kicked in very nicely, which means the enemy Invincible and Adam Eve take a ridiculous amount of damage. Let's see here. This fight is interesting, but see, the thing is, on a normal team, Monster Girl would terrify me. But Anissa tanks Monster Girl's defense, So I'm not too worried about her being a wall, but we'll see. This is very much the definition of a meta team. But it looks like we might be doing okay. Yeah, ooh, it's actually going to be close. A big hit from Universa, thank God. If Monster Girl could die, unfortunately she didn't drop before Anissa did, so she's got her defense back. Oh, nope. Oh, I think, okay, I think we're okay. That was definitely a fight and a half, but it looks like we did okay. But you can see the struggle. That was a little close. We cut that one a little close, but that's okay. Like I said, I mean, all you have to do is lightly participate, and you're not going to get kicked out of this league, which is nice. You kind of a very good little reward for making it this high. So yeah, that's how we are with Arena. I'm gonna get everybody up to 1,000. I want to get this team of 5 up to 1,000, and then they'll be done. Well, it's probably gonna be like 999 because I don't want to put in the resources to get them up to 1,000, but I'm also gonna be ready to be done powering them up and move on to other characters of their factions. So I think, let's see, let's check on Thula here. That would be how many more stars? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 17 stars. We're going to get everybody up to 17 stars, minus Thula, who's already past that. And then we'll be done with the Arena team. After that, we're going to get everybody up to Omnipotent Plus level. You'll see Omni-Man here, 659, Robot 659. We're going to try and get everybody up to 659 and go from there, specifically so that I can have a full team of each faction for the Cecil's Nightmares, because especially in like criminals and GDA heroes, those are the worst offenders where I struggle in those faction nightmares because I do not have my characters properly powered up. We're going to work on changing that, especially now that the Arena team is kind of hitting a cap. And even though, like I said, Thula, Anissa, Adam Eve, and Invincible, they're not technically done. They're not at 1,000 yet, but until I get more stars, that doesn't really matter. So in the meantime, we're going to pivot to anybody else until we do get more stars for the main team. If Conquest is released as a character, though, we'll see if that shakes things up at all, because admittedly, you would not catch me complaining if I could put Conquest in an Arena team just because, holy crap, that dude is cool. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it. As far as the Alliance goes, we'll do just a brief little check-in on that before we finish up for the night. If it will load, maybe. Point is, Alliance is continuing. We're cruising through stuff. I don't think... My Universe is not the strongest on the team. I think it's the Invincible who might be stronger. Yeah, the Invincible from Unicorns 15 is much, much stronger. That is a very, very strong Invincible. Let me take a peek at the leaderboard here. Where are we chilling? Yeah, we're in top 100. Not bad. Not bad at all. Doing region 51. What do they have as the maximum regions now? I think they recently added a couple. Let's see. I think that they need to add some, like, Viltrumite themed regions way up in the top. Not that we'll ever get there anytime soon, but I think that'd be kind of a cool way to shake it up. Actually, what is the highest? Okay, the highest region, the Infovincibles, include my limited to Mr. Ads, which is the strongest. Don Estab... Oh, I forget what his name is, who is a very prominent figure in the community. I mean, this is all the heavy hitters. Big stuff, big stuff. They're chilling at region 67, followed by just us, also at region 67, and then under them, whoa, this guy is getting hard carried. I don't know what I don't know if that's like a what? Okay, that's weird. I think that's weird because it says it's only at 1.9k. Maybe did his numbers get so high that it circled back? I don't know. But this guy, you'll always see him at the top of leaderboards. Oh, look at that Anissa. Look at that. Oh, look at that Universa. Oof. You know, I don't know how much money the game is making, but Mr. Adzi over there has definitely paid somebody's salary, for sure. So yeah, maybe hopefully the game's doing okay. And if that guy's anything to go by, Perhaps it is. But yeah, that is the account. Like I said, the plan is kind of just start to power up people, especially the Omnipotent Plus characters who have needed some love for a while. Those that immediately come to mind: Monster Girl, Seismic, Angstrom. They need some love in a big, big way. Yeah, we'll keep powering up the Prime 5 here. We're only ever gonna get, like, arena characters up to 1,000 to hold the line. Not that I even need to worry about that, quite frankly, because as I even said, I would have to literally not participate to drop leagues at this point. And honestly, I don't foresee myself having a future in the Invincible League anytime soon. If I really... Oops. This was not what I meant to do. If I really locked in, and I mean really locked in for a week, because I have no shortage of tickets. I don't actually do arena that much. If I really locked in, I could reach Invincible League, and one of these days, maybe I will, just for the fun of it. But, like, you get good rewards just participating and being here. And with that being said, I'm not too worried about it. Let's be real here. Let's just finish up one battle here. This one's interesting because we've actually got the Battle Beast providing some more leech life for the team, and then the Seismic kind of chilling up front, hoping to get a stun off, and then Alan in the back, which is interesting. Let's do this team. Let's see what this team's cooking and see if it does anything. Battle Beast is one that I do see occasionally. This team's interesting because, especially with the Battle Beast, he very much dodges the Anissa stuff. Also, Universa is freaking dead. That is deeply regrettable, and means that this fight just got a lot harder, but Anissa's alive for some reason. Ooh, and Invincible's dead, but Thule is pissed now, so let's see if that means anything. Ooh, somehow, okay, Adam Eve got canceled out. That's interesting. Oh, okay, Invincible's fighting, but okay, we got through him. Whew. See, it scared me when the Universa died first thing, because that was not supposed to happen. I suspect the enemy Invincible put her down, because he probably dashed right to her and just put her all the way down, which is, oh man. Oh, well, this was a weird one. Hold on a second. There's actually a lot to unpack here. Hold on. Invincible did nothing. Universa didn't do much better, and Adam Eve did more damage than Universa. And then, of course, you know, Anissa doing surprisingly good damage because she's usually the first to go, and then Thula, of course, being the MVP. There is a lot to unpack in this fight. I'm going to take a screenshot of that, actually, because that is fascinating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened. I'm pretty sure Mark just went full nuts to butts on Universa and ended her butt before she could do anything. That's the only reason I can think of. Because, of course, Mark over here does have some very high stars. I mean, he's just as high starred as her, just not as high level. I fear what what this Mark would look like powered up. But that was weird. I don't know what happened there. I really, truly don't know. I mean, hey, still won, so that's what matters at the end of the day, but that was a quirky one. That was really quirky. But anyways, we will leave it at that. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what I'm working with, and if it did give you some ideas for your own account, then let me know down in the comments below. I'd be very interested to hear what other people are cooking on their accounts, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.